This is Davey White, punctuating your mind.
We are going to talk about our topics. Why am I making you list topics? Think of your two outcomes. No, it's not comparative yet. That's next semester for the same text. So this text, what are the two tasks you need to do for this outcome? One analysis and one creative. So how does knowing the topics, themes, concepts, whatever you want to call them, how does knowing them help you?
It's like what we're going to be testing on the analysis and like what we
Yes, definitely. So when you have a question up there and you're currently working on a question, you're going to get your feedback tomorrow for your intro and your first paragraph. And what you need to do is you think of the question, you go, oh, should I be talking about which topics with any of these? Okay, does betrayal come under any of these topics? Possibly. Okay, if you think of the white tiger, has Balram betrayed anybody? Yes, his family, so you think of all those topics. Then what do you need to do after you've got your topics? Have Adiga's, or in your case Eastwood's, views and values. So what are his views about these things? And they could be that some things are good and some things are bad, and his values are usually about good things. Now if he's saying things are good or they're bad, you need the second half. Don't forget, we always talk with your analysis, you guys often forgot the second half, which is if this is good because of X, Y, Z, and we need to keep having it because it's only going to lead to this, which is going to be great. Or if this is bad, this is why it's bad, this is what makes it bad, and if we don't stop it, this is what's going to happen. You need all those levels to the opinion. Why do you need those opinions, those views and values in your creative task?
Because we have to talk about them and like show the same view.
Good, because your text needs to show similar views to what Adiga has shown, but with different characters. So if you've got Pinky talking about something, you can't have her just saying how much she loved Ashok and she wishes he never changed and she now hates his family. Yes, you can say that, but she would have opinions about how India's going, if they're stuck in a residual colonial mindset, if they're doing globalization properly, if their corruption is ruining everything. She would have opinions about that. She would have opinions about education, because where was she educated? In America. But she goes and sees things. She would have opinions about poverty. She would have opinions about all sorts of different things. So you have to think about, okay, these are Adiga's views and values. How can I get my character to show these views and values as well? And so I've also said poverty. Would that go with Invictus as well for you girls? Yes? And where does poverty come from? What pushes poverty? It's usually some sort of discrimination, some sort of caste system, or some sort of racial prejudice, or some sort of class prejudice that keeps this poverty recurring. And so what does Adiga and Eastwood actually say about that? He says things like education is the key. Well, the girls here are studying Invictus. So I'm currently teaching two texts at the same time. See how I've got this really magical ability to do two things at the same time? I don't really do that, because I've confused you. So when I say Eastwood or Invictus, I'm talking to these three girls here. Okay? And we think about, with poverty and the caste system, Adiga says the only way to get past that sort of thing is to actually break out of the mould and probably do some immoral things. Does Clint Eastwood say the same? Does he say you should be immoral? No. He says things like forgiveness is the key, working together, this really nice kumbaya type idea, whereas Adiga pretty much says kill or be killed. Survival of the fittest, every man for himself. Yes? Alright, so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I would like you to work in groups of 2 or 3. So get a group happening and share your topics and really develop in depth each of those opinions. Alright, off you go. Okay, topics, go.
Globalization, corruption, social status hierarchy, entrepreneurialism, humanity, colonization, colonial mindset, subjugation, oppression, religious dogma, religion, gender roles, patriotism, morals and moral corruption.
Okay. Do we get some then?
No.
All right, well, you can listen to it again.
Listen to it on the podcast.
Exactly. All right, ladies, which ones did you have that are different? So don't read out any of the same ones. Just read out any different ones.
The only one we didn't have was darkness and light.
Okay, so darkness and light. So when darkness and light is a symbol, what is it used to symbolize though? But what contrast? Wealth, poverty. Okay, so the topic will be wealth, poverty. All right, you three at the back. Any different topics?
Family?
Family, yes. Good. You three at the back.
Progression.
What, progression?
You have education.
No.
That too.
Okay, education
Justice. And yeah, justice.
and justice. Okay.
Yeah, so that is like dark and light.
I think wealth and success could be different to poverty and wealth though, so we might split wealth and poverty and wealth and success. Yep. All right, you three? Anything different?
Corruption,
Corruption,
power,
power,
relationships,
good.
self-improvement.
Yes, self-improvement, and social hierarchy as well as just sort of financial hierarchy. Yep, anything else? Faith. Fate. Okay. Gentlemen, anything?
We have identity, was that symbol?
Identity,
And nature is a symbol.
nature is a symbol. And now we're about to hear some for Invictus, so we're going to steal. That might work for Invictus. Yep.
Leadership, apartheid, fatherhood, sport, reconciliation, forgiveness, hatred, humanity, worship, disappointment, identity, wisdom, acceptance, destiny, chance, self-determination, poverty, working together, revenge.
Okay, I also like self-determination. I think that could be stolen for the White Tiger. And we had wealth and success, but I think for White Tiger we could also, and probably go for Invictus, just success on its own. So what does success actually mean? And the way that all these characters in both texts sort of show that success is more of a drive and a determination that you have inside yourself as opposed to being born to it. Yep.
Elitism be one as well.
Elitism, yes, definitely. Elitism. So you think you're better than everybody else. And you don't ever accept that somebody underneath you or poorer than you or less educated could even have some quality skills. So you're so quite arrogant, quite up yourself. Okay, so you've done your topics, your themes, your issues, your possible ideas, views and values. Now you list what the actual idea is, the view, the value, the message that goes with each of those topics. Okay, so the rest of this session is to do that.
Put this at the front of your mind, not at the back of your book. Subscribe. You know you want to.